Welcome to our senior final project for evidence-based practice seminar.
Florence Nightingale's environmental theory is based on 5 points, which she believed to be essential to obtain a healthy home, such as clean water and air, basic sanitation, cleanliness, and light, as she believed that a healthy environment was fundamental for healing.
After learning about Nightingale's environmental theory, we were inspired to choose SBAR locations that focused on holistic health and self-care. We enjoyed browsing through books at Barnes & Noble, getting coffee, and having good conversation, as well as treating ourselves to frozen yogurt and dinners out.
What we chose to do for this project was relate how we implemented the environmental theory within our mentor meetings, as well as interviewing the mentees to see how they can carry this throughout the rest of their nursing school experience.
What did you learn about self-care while being in nursing school?
Well, being in nursing school, obviously it's really stressful. We've got a lot going on all of the time. So I've learned from Emily and Jackie that it's important to take time just to yourself to read a book or to just hang out with friends and decompress a little bit instead of studying 24 hours a day and getting super burnt out. So I've learned to just kind of take some time for myself away from studying to kind of.
Okay, Addison, so what did you find the most beneficial about these meetings and why?
So I think that these meetings were definitely beneficial because we were able to get away from nursing school and do self-care or think about something that wasn't pertaining to nursing school. Also, it gave us a support system that was closer than just our peers that were in our classes. We were able to talk to people that have already been through this, and they could give us advice as to why this was happening or what we could do to make this better and stuff like that.
What was your favorite SBAR and why?
My favorite SBAR would be when we went to Barnes & Noble and we just sat and talked while drinking coffee, and then we got to take a minute and go to the different sections and kind of look through books. And I personally am a bookworm and I love to read, and so it's just really fun to get to talk to everyone about what they like to read and kind of give my recommendations on what I think they should read based off of nothing, because I really don't have a right to say that, but it was just really fun to get to see what everyone went to when it was go pick a book that you want to read. And I went straight for more young adult type books, and then Jackie went more towards self-development books, and I was maybe I should be following Jackie because she seems to have it together. And I don't know, it was just really good to see us in a different environment and see kind of our personality through something other than nursing.
Yancie, from one of our SBARs, we went to Orange Leaf and then went to the park. How did being in this environment make you feel?
Really getting outside was probably one of the best things for me, just because I study so much because we have so many exams this month, last month. Ever since we got back from spring break, we've had a lot going on, and so I've just been stuck in the books on my laptop. I've never really just gotten out, gotten some fresh air, some sunshine, which this is a really nice day for that. And so it made me feel more energized and excited for the upcoming weeks and the remainder of the semester. We're almost there and I'm super excited, and we've almost made it, so that's really exciting for me. But this environment was just really nice, and it's kind of rewarding too because this is our last SBAR meeting and it's been a great semester. Really happy with everything that we've done, and it's been good.
Okay, Grace, what has been the biggest takeaway from our meetings?
I think the biggest thing for me is just having the community around you, because it's helpful to have people who've been through it give you tips on studying in classes. But also, I think for me, it's more about knowing that I'm not the only one who's having a hard time with things. I think that jumping right into nursing school is a really big change, and to have other people around me who can also verbalize their struggles with it really makes me feel not so alone, and it allows us to kind of come together to figure out solutions or how we can be there for each other in hard times.
Taylor, how have our meetings changed your environment, such as self-care?
I think these meetings have helped me with self-care because it has taught me how to get out and away from studying a little bit and how to de-stress and make sure I eat meals and nourish my body and also stay hydrated. Also, having a good night's sleep is very important because it helps me stay focused and refreshed. Being outside is a great way to decompress because the environment can be peaceful and has helped me to take in that fresh air and remember how important it is to take time for myself. Also, nursing is very different from high school, so I have to remind myself to stay focused and take care of myself no matter how much it takes.
Thinking about what you learned while studying about environmental theory and Florence Nightingale, what do you plan on taking with you into the future as a nurse leader?
So with Florence Nightingale's theory of environmental, I thought it was very important that she discussed more about making sure that we stay hydrated, that being out in the outdoors is good for us because with nursing school we're always inside, indoors, and just always studying, and so sometimes it's just good to step out for a second, get that fresh air. And also with that, with clinicals wise, we're always on the go, and so whenever this happens, we sometimes forget to, just take a couple sips of water. But whenever I do graduate from nursing school, I want to be able to apply this as I'm working, making sure that I'm staying hydrated, and that with nursing it can be stressful sometimes, so I really want to make sure that I know how to decompress and do self-care.
And just to add on to what Anahi said, as nurses, it's hard to remember to take care of ourselves sometimes, so whenever I do start my job as a nurse, I would like to advocate for the nurses that I work with to just take care of themselves, to drink water, to go outside, just to take a break whenever they need it, because that's important not only for the mentees that we had this semester, but going forward into our careers as nurses.
Jackie, what did you get out of the mentor meetings, and what will you take with you during your career as a nurse leader?
I got that I was going to also have to take my own advice when doing this mentorship. I knew that we were building it on Florence Nightingale and environmental theory, and that we would take a holistic approach by really encouraging our mentees to take time for self-care, whether that's, putting down the books and picking up a personal book to read instead, or taking a bath, anything like that. And so I knew I couldn't just say that to them, but I also had to practice it myself. So this mentorship really helped force me to actually do that this semester, even though it's a crazy busy semester. So I will take that with me working as a nurse and encourage my fellow teammates to do the same.
So throughout the semester, I've really learned about leadership and how to implement that not only during our mentor meetings, but during our internship at clinical as well. It's taught me that I want to be a great preceptor to future nursing students and to just really make them feel comfortable and welcomed. It also inspired me to maybe create some sort of self-care and service to just really help with burnout and teach nurses how to take care of themselves and drink water and eat, and all of the things that makes it necessary for nurses to be able to take great care of their patients.
I think these meetings have changed. Oh my god.
I would, in the future, and just to add on to what Anahi said, what was that?
So it really forced me to these mentor meetings really forced me to also focus on
Cammy.
Can't look at you. With me to the future, working as a nurse leader.